Hey, it's Nathan with optionsforall.com. In this video, we're going to go over how to buy call options on Fidelity. We're going to go over the mobile way. We're going to go to the website and go through that process, and then we're going to do it through Trader Plus. Now, even if you're only interested in one of the methods and not the others, I do recommend watching this whole video as I do go through and explain things more thoroughly early on, and then we go a little bit more faster as we go through the video and go through the different ways to buy the options. Now also, this video is going to be more technical and step-by-step on how to actually use Fidelity to buy call options. But if you're interested in buying call options or learning about long call strategies, I have a blog post right here that I'll link to in the description down below, and also a video on the long call option strategy that I recommend checking out. So if you're interested in the strategy in general, link in the description down below. If you're interested in how to actually buy the options on Fidelity, then you're at the right place and watch this video. So let's go ahead and pop over to the mobile app and go through that together. All right, so here we are inside of the mobile app, and what we want to do is go to transact down here at the bottom, and we want to go ahead and tap on trade, and then you can go ahead and navigate to your particular symbol. In this case, I'm going to enter SPY, and there's my ticker right there, and I'm going to go ahead and tap on options, and it loads up the options order form right here, so I can see my strategy and my option, and I can go ahead and enter the information. So the first thing we need to do is select our action. In this case, we are buying to open because we are buying to open our position. We're buying a call option. So we're buying to open. We'll select that. Of course, I'll have other videos where we go through the different types of actions for the different types of strategies. Quantity, so the number of contracts you want to buy. Now remember, each contract that you buy represents 100 shares of a stock. So that's something to keep in mind. We're going to go ahead and just do one contract. So one and done. All right, and then we need to select our expiration date. So when the option will expire. So we need the price at SPY to be above and beyond our strike price by this expiration date. And we actually need it above and beyond the strike price because we're about to pay money for this option to begin with. So we need it above our break-even point, which is our strike price, plus the amount we're paying for this particular contract. So something to keep in mind. If you're not familiar with what a break-even point is, check out that video or article down below. All right, so expiration, let's go ahead and select our expiration. I'll go about a month out to June 26th. All right, now we can go ahead and select our strike price. So we'll tap right here. And now we'll go ahead and select whatever price that we'd be willing to buy SPY at. So I'm going to go ahead and select the 740 right here. We'd be willing to buy SPY at $740. So we'll select that particular strike price. Option type, call. We're buying a call option right here. And then it gives us the bid, mid, and ask. We'll talk more about those in just a second. We could go ahead and add additional legs as well, but we're just doing a simple long call strategy. We're just buying one call option in this particular video. All right, let's move on down, and we get into the different order types. So we have limit, and what a limit order means is that we will not spend more than the price we enter right here. So we might spend less than this price, but we will not spend more than this price. And what is this price? So $17.95, you can see it's the same price as the ask price. So the ask price is what the sellers are currently asking for the contract right now. So if you select ask, well then more than likely your order will fill right away because you're offering to buy the option for the same price that somebody is wanting to sell the option for. So more than likely your order will get filled very quickly if you offer to buy it for the same price that they're asking for. There's also the bid price. So this is the price that the buyers are offering to buy the contract for. So you can see that there's a difference. People want to buy it for $16.31 and people want to sell it for $17.95. So there's, some middle ground in there. And that middle ground is the midpoint. So that's just the halfway point between the bid, what the buyers are willing to buy it for, and the ask, which is what the sellers are willing to sell it for. So typically, if you go around the mid price, well then your order will probably fill reasonably quickly because the seller will probably come down to that level at some point in time, unless in this case SPY is ripping to the upside, and then the option will become more and more expensive. But if it dips down a little bit, then your order will probably fill pretty quickly. But if you really want your order to fill quickly, go for the ask price. And if a seller decides they want to sell it to you for $17.80, well then you would pay $17.80. Just because you set it at $17.95 doesn't mean you're going to pay $17.95. That's just the max you would pay. So that's limit. And then we also have a market. So if the market was open, well then we would go ahead and buy the option at the market price. And that's the price that the seller is willing to sell it for. So your order would fill right away because there'd be somebody willing to sell it to you at a certain price. Now, whether that price is what you want or not are two different questions. Now, SPY options have a lot of volume, so more than likely you'd get it, pretty close to the ask price. However, some options that don't have a lot of volume may have wide bid-ask spreads, and you may be spending more than you actually wanted to spend. So be careful with market, especially on more illiquid options markets. All right, we got a few other ones. We got stop loss, stop limit, trailing stop, and trailing stop limit. Not going to go into those in this video, but I have other videos on these types of orders. We're just going to settle with limit for right now because that's the most common. And then we get into time and force. So day means that this order will stay open until it is either filled or until the day ends, in which case the order would cancel. And we also have good till canceled. So what that means is the order will stay open until it is filled or until the option expires, because then there's nothing to buy because the option expired, or until we cancel that particular order. So if you want your order to stay open for multiple days and you're really waiting to get it at that price, well then good till canceled might be what you want to do. There's a couple other options for fill or kill or immediate or cancel. Those are a bit more advanced and beyond the scope of this video, but again, more content on my channel if you're interested in those. We can go ahead and tap on see key stats as well. So let's tap on that real quick and we get an idea of our maximum gain, maximum loss, our break-even points, and probability of profit right there at 38%. So just a little bit of information, and we'll go ahead and tap out of there. And then when we're ready, we can go ahead and tap on preview. And it gives us a preview of our order, or it would if I had enough money in my account to actually execute this order. But assuming you have enough money to actually execute the order, there'd be a button to submit the order and your order would go through. So that's how to buy a call option on the Fidelity mobile app. Let me switch over to their website. So here I am logged into their website, and we'll go through this process a bit quicker than the mobile version. If you skipped over the mobile version, recommend you watch it because I explained some different options in more detail that I'm going to explain right here. All right, so we're logged in. We want to go to accounts and trade, and we want to go to trade. And the first drop down, we want to change this to options. And then you need to go ahead and select your account. So select your account. And then we need to enter our symbol. So I'm going to go back and enter SPY, and we'll go ahead and select that. We load up the SPY ETF information, and then we get into where you can go ahead and create your order. Now you can go through this process right here, which is very similar to the mobile process that we just went through. So again, check that out, and it's basically the same exact options as the mobile side. But for this particular portion, I want to go through the options chain so you can kind of get an idea of how that works, because that's where you submit more complicated orders. At least I do, because it's more easy to see what's going on and kind of plan things out. So we're going to be using the options chain for creating the order on their website. So I'm going to pop open the options chain and let's go through that process together. All right, so we have our strategy, which is calls and puts. We can select the number of strikes that we want to see. I'm going to broaden this range to 20, so that way there's enough variation in order for me to find the one that I want. Of course, you could go ahead and increase the range of the strike prices if you're looking for anything further out of the money or in the money than what's currently showing. You could also adjust for volume, like if you're looking for higher volume strike prices and so on, and also same with open interest. So a few more filtering options when looking on your options chain. And then we can look at these different expiration dates. Now they're all basically selected right here. If you wanted to unselect some, you could go ahead and unselect some and click on apply, but we'll leave them all selected. We're just going to go ahead and collapse all because I think that cleans things up. And then you can more easily see the different expiration dates. Let's go with our June 26th expiration date right here, and we can click this little plus button and it'll open up our options chain. All right, so now we can see the options chain, and let me get it right here so we can kind of see what the column headers are. All right, we have the call side right here, which is what we're doing in this video. We are buying call options. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. We zoomed in a little bit. So we're buying call options in this video. You can see there's also the puts on this side of the options chain. And there's a bit more information than on the mobile version. We have implied volatility and delta as well. And these elements may help us with our decision, but I'm going to go with the 740 strike price because I'd be happy to buy SPY at $740 because I think it's going to go up from its current price of $745.64. So now that we've got our strike price, we could go ahead and click on the ask price. So ask, again, is the price that the sellers are willing to sell the option for. So if you click on that, it'll go ahead and open up the order form. And now it's basically all filled out for us. So we have our buy to open, and we need to enter our quantity here. So we'll do one contract. and we're doing a call, our expiration, our strike. We got our bid, midpoint, and ask. And we're doing a limit order and our limit price right here, time and force of a day. Again, we could go ahead and change it just like with the mobile app. And we get our estimated order value, including the 65-cent fee. And we could go ahead and click on preview order. And since I don't have enough money in my account to actually execute this order, it stops me here, but there would be a button to go ahead and submit your order, and then your order would be submitted. And so that's how you can buy a call option on Fidelity's website. It's pretty straightforward, and hopefully by going through the options chain, you learned a little bit more about, navigating the options chain. If you don't want to do the options chain, you can just stay right here, because obviously going to the options chain brings you right back to this forum anyway. But the options chain has more details like delta and implied volatility and things like that, which may help inform your decision. Finally, let's go through Trader Plus, and I'll show you how to buy call options on that. So we're just going to come up here to our accounts and trade, and we'll do Fidelity Trader Plus Web. Now they also have an app as well, but we'll do the web version because they're basically the same thing. And in knowing how to do one, you'll know how to do the other. So it loaded up and it's already on my ticker symbol SPY, but if you wanted a different ticker, you can go ahead and enter it up there above. And you'll notice that it loaded in our pricing chart right here. You see the options to buy and sell right here. This is for buying and selling the actual stock, so don't select those options. Instead, come over here to options chain. So we'll tap on that or click on option chain. And now we're looking at an option chain like we just looked at on their regular website. We're looking at option strategy. We got calls and puts. We're doing just one leg strategy. Strike prices, same concept as before. We'll go ahead and bump it up to 20. And then we have our expiration dates right here. Let's go ahead and turn on the June 26th expiration date right there. And let's go ahead and turn these other ones off. So it's a little bit faster than going through their website. But now we're looking at our options chain, and it works, the same concept as the other options chain we're looking at. All right, so once we figure out what strike price we want to buy it at, so in this case, we'll go with 40. The current price of IBIT is $42.75, and I'd be willing to buy IBIT at $40. Of course, I'm paying a premium for that right. So if I'm spending $4 on this particular contract, it gives me the right to buy IBIT at $40. Well, then I need IBIT to be above $44, my break-even point, in order to actually make money on this particular trade. And again, more information on break-even points and things like that in this video right here. So check that out if you're interested in learning more. All right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, I want to buy this particular contract at $4. And so I'm under the ask side because that's what these sellers are asking for this contract. So we'll go ahead and click on buy at 4, and it pops up the trade order form. I need to select my account first, so let's go ahead and do that. And then it has my symbol, has our information, and it basically pre-fills the form for us. So we're buying to open. We have quantity, and we just want one contract. And we have call selected already. We have our expiration selected. We have our strike price. And then we get into the order type. So we have limit and limit price. And I click in there, and it gives me the option. So there's the ask, there's the midpoint, and the bid. We'll go ahead and select midpoint for this particular section. We have our time and force, so day or good till cancel, fill or kill, immediate or cancel, we'll go with day. And we're going to leave the route as auto. So that gives us a little bit of details. Max gain is unlimited. So if IBIT rips to $1 million, I'll make a lot of money. And the most I'll lose is $385, which is the price that I'm paying for this contract. $3.85 times 100 shares is $385. And my break even is $43.85. So when I'm ready, I can do preview order, and it gives me a summary of my order right here. And when I'm happy, I could go ahead and click on place order, and it would place my order, and I would buy that contract. And that's pretty much it for this video. That's how you can buy a call option on Fidelity Mobile, on their website, and in their Trader Plus platform. Again, if you're interested in learning more about long call option strategy, please check out the blog post and this video and the link in the description down below. And that's it. Hope you have a great rest of the day.